Welcome back to HDTechLogic. In today's video, we're going to be going over what we've done in this How to Use Premiere 8-part series. Let's get started. In our first episode, we went over how to import media and create a project in Premiere Pro. To create a project, you're going to need to click New Project. Now, if this button doesn't work, that's fine. Just go to File, New Project. Name it what it's going to be about, and you've made the project. Now, say that you want to import media, get the file or folder that you want to import, click on it and just drag it into this media box. After you've done that, your footage will be imported into Premiere Pro. Then, just put it on the timeline. In the second video, we went over how to use the timeline. Now, the timeline is quite self-explanatory, so there isn't much need for you to pay too much attention, but there's quite a couple of tools available to you. Mostly used is the selection tool and the razor tool. This allows you to trim different parts of the footage, and with the selection tool, move that about. You can also hide specific fields and enlarge in some others. To zoom in and out, just use this, and to move across the timeline you can use the hand tool, or you can use Shift and your scroll bar. In episode 3 we went over how to apply a green screen effect to footage. To do this, you're going to want to go to Effects and search Ultra Key and put that effect onto your footage. In this dialog, click the eyedropper and choose the green that you want to get rid of. The green should have now gone black. Then move this up to video 2 or whatever's going to be underneath it, and then underneath it you put the footage that you want to be included on the green screen. Moving on, in order to be able to blur faces and objects, you're going to want to search for another effect, call it Gaussian Blur, and this one wants to be put on the footage. Then you apply a mask to whatever you want to blur. Let's say you want to blur this thumb here. You map it around, up the blurriness, maybe feather it a bit, and you just go back to here, make sure it's lined up, and then you just click this button, and now Premiere will automatically track it frame by frame for you. Note that this process may take a while, dependent on how long the footage is. As you can see, it's doing all of this for me, and it's doing quite a good job of it as well. Now that we've stopped it, it will just stop in that position. Yeah, but it will keep all of the keyframes it has made. Note that for Premiere to be able to do this feature, it creates a new keyframe on every single frame. As you can see, it's applied the blur pretty well. Note that it's not tracking anymore because we clicked stop. And basically you just leave it to track for the rest of the thing, on whatever, the face or the object. Now, to motion track footage, you're going to need to select whatever you need, and you're going to need to have another bit of footage track over it. Let's find that footage. Now that I've got my extra bit in, we're going to put it on top of this footage. We're going to choose where it's going to go in the motion settings. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go forward by about 5 frames, or even 10, and we're just going to adjust it as it should be. You can keep doing this, and it will motion track. Now note that it hasn't done anything there. That's because I haven't keyframed it. Let's make sure that we're in the right position, and in order to keyframe it, you're going to want to click these two. Now, as you go along, it will track what you've done at what time. It should look something a bit like this. Now, to learn about how to put subtitles on your footage, I suggest that you watch our dedicated video, as that goes in depth on how to do that. And finally, how to add a 3D screen effect. Go to Effects, Basic 3D, put that on your footage, and then just adjust it as you wish.